Hello guys, this is Denal coming at you with another Mega Construx video. In today's episode of the Every Halo Heroes series, we are covering Series 6. So obviously in the last video I covered Series 5, the infamous and legendary Halo 3 series, and today this is a bit of a more muted one. Series 6 is a bit more calmer, I suppose. There's no direct theming, it goes back to the general whatever. This came out around the time still of Halo Wars 2 coming out. So, you had, you got Let Valir, obviously. So this series, its color, distinct one, everyone has one, is purple. Which is super cool because there's no duplicate purple. Only one purple. Like, for example, there's 2 blues, there's 2 greens, but 1 purple. So, for this series lineup, we have 1 one alien, one AI, and then 4 Spartans. Oh no. Another series dominated by Spartans, unfortunately. 2 of which are multiplayer, 2 of which are named. So let's just go through. I'm deciding to go out of order. I'm thinking for the next videos I will go from my least favorite to my favorite to get more positive over time as I go through. Let's start with my least favorite, which is the Spartan Athlon. So I believe this is either the first or one of the first times we've ever seen the Athlon armor. He is one of only 2 figures to come with the storm rifle in Heroes. Not a very common weapon because, it's only been in 2 games, and those 2 games don't have a lot of named Covenant characters. So the only opportunity you really see to get a storm rifle in Heroes is going to be from multiplayer Spartans. Athlon is one of the uglier armor sets, I would say. Like, look at that helmet. It just looks kind of stupid. He looks like he has, like, ears, which I think is a little odd. I think yellow for a Spartan is generally an ugly color. I'm very sorry, guys, but it just kind of is. They did their best with it. So you have some printing on the helmet. You have this little, almost like the DS symbol, which is very funny. You have that 1, 2, 3 times. You have some darker gold shadings you have on the back of the head. Down here in I think the legs are my favorite part, honestly, with this white lining. Let's move this out of the way. Yeah, I mean, not much to talk about. Blue visor is pretty interesting. That could look really cool if I had like a black lining or a white lining around it, but it doesn't. But yeah, one of the worst Halo figures, or one of the worst Heroes figures, excuse me. Athlon is just not exactly a desirable armor set, and the color is not great. Storm rifle is cool and painted, but it's not exactly special. It's just like purple and silver. Wowie. Yeah. Probably near the bottom if I were to rank every hero, which I'm gonna do one day. I'm gonna rank every single hero figure. Just you wait. All right. Next, we have the Spartan Hell Jumper. Now, this is like a big jump. I like all the figures in this series except for that one. This Hell Jumper is actually kind of a fan favorite. It's one of the more liked Heroes multiplayer Spartans. With what is this design going on? Like you have this symbol, this like blue cross as well, or more like a V, as well as a bunch of white printing and this gold visor. And remember what I was just talking about, the outline? Look how crisp that is. That looks perfect. So Spartan Hell Jumper, also a very well liked armor because, people like ODSTs, and this is the Hell Jumper, or this is the ODST Spartan armor. Like this one a lot. Pink, you don't get Spartans in pink very often. I can't think of many more. There's like 2 maybe in new articulation, I'm sorry. Plus you don't get Hell Jumpers very often. I think there's let's see, in counting Buck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. It's not that many. His weapon is super cool too. I believe, don't quote me on this. I believe this is the only time you've seen the hand or the railgun in Heroes. Something really cool about it is this is actually painted silver. It's molded in light blue, kind of like a Lego lightsaber right there. Look at that. So it's painted in light blue, which makes it so special. You can see the light blue coming through down in the barrel of the gun. Super cool. Very odd weapon. I haven't played 5 very much, and that game has a giant sandbox. So I don't remember if it's in 5, but it's in 4, and it hasn't returned in like an infinite. Very weird gun, but cool. Alrighty, let's start with our next one, which is Spartan Grant. This actually finishes off Fireteam Majestic, finally. Heroes likes to do this thing where they have like teams, going on. So you have, first was Majestic, then you have a lot of Noble team, then you got Alpha 9, which we got several members of, then we got Fireteam Raven, and then you have Blue Team as well. Some of those aren't finished, like we haven't gotten every Alpha 9 member, and we're missing Fred for Blue Team, but point is, they do teams. And this finishes off Majestic with Grant being the last member. Grant is the only female member of Majestic, as you can see from the different waist or torso piece they use. That's the easiest way to identify if like a Spartan is using the female or male mold. You can just check the back and it's thinner right here. So Grant is using the, what's the name of this armor? I don't remember. I'm not a big 4 and 5 fan, especially for multiplayer. I don't know any of the armor's names unless it's like labeled like Athlon. Cool armor though, I like it. Typical Majestic, you got your shoulder piece, you have your white, you have your orange visor. Whoop-de-doo, it's the exact same as what you expect. The DMR is pretty interesting because it's actually the same one that Carter has. So if you're Carter, or if you have a Hero's Carter and he's missing his DMR, pick up a Grant, just swap it. Yep, not much to say about her. It's Grant. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. So here's the thing. These 3 figures are very special. I'm going to go with Roland though. So Roland is actually a kind of a disliked figure because this series was actually very widely available in Mexico. So, anyone who's in Mexico will have tons of these guys, especially Roland. I remember I've seen pictures of like mini marts and stuff cleared out, but have like 3 pegs full of just Roland. So Roland is the second AI we've gotten in Heroes series. Roland is from, well, technically he's there during Halo 4, but really he's from Spartan Ops and Halo 5. I like Roland as a character, very cool. I wonder what happened to him. Yeah, so this figure actually uses a ton of new molds. New mold for the head and new mold for the chest, very exclusive. The rest is just kind of standard, like, whatever. That's just very standard pieces for like civilian or Marine figures. He's also one of the only figures to not come with a weapon. He comes with 2 data pads. So this one, I think I can look it up closely. It says UNSC Infinity on it. That's what this one says on the text. And this one, let's see here. Not readable. They're just very general. They don't really have any specific things besides saying UNSC Infinity. They're cool. They're whatever. I mean, it's better than having nothing come with him. I like to kind of have him looking at the data pads like he's like studying them and like going through different ones and whatever. He doesn't really need them. Obviously, in game, the pose he always is holding is he always just has his hands behind his back. That's most AI's stance. Really cool figure. So happy to have him. It's just a little weird. I don't think most people will kind of see the appeal for this figure. He's just very odd looking. Obviously, him being yellow, he kind of stands out, being a clear yellow figure. I don't think it's desirable. For Heroes figures, he's probably one of the cheapest. But, I mean, he's just kind of cool to have around. I like it. I like the figure. All right. The next one. We're going to go with... Oh, man. Who should I pick? I'm going to go with June. All right. So, June, I have him posed in his classic Reach pose, which is the, the poster art and the figure, whatever. But, yeah, he has a helmet on. So June is special because June had only ever been released in 1 set prior. This is the second of 3 Junes ever made in Mega Construx form. The first one was in the Elephant, and so that set, June and Carter were like, during that time, oh my gosh, they were like $50 each if you wanted a June and Carter, because that set is quite rare in its own right, and people wanted Noble Team. Everyone wanted Noble Team. This is before Heroes and Falcon Sweep, so that's what kind of saved the ability to get Noble Team without having to break the bank. But it's not exactly like those figures are cheap. Noble Team is still valuable, especially Carter and June. So June A266, he has his sniper rifle, accurate deco to in-game. Here, I'll just get him off this, and I'll put his helmet on. So he comes with an alternate head. I think he's the second figure to come with it. Dare also comes with an alternate head. And look at this. So general face probably reused from something, but look at this. Oh yeah, there's the fistful of arrows. That's the iconic June story. Look at that. That just makes it so special, because that tattoo he has on in game. No one else has that. So this head, unless you scrape that off, very signature June. You're not gonna mistake that with somebody else. His skin tone's a little light. He's a little darker in game. I think that's a little weird, but it could be a little darker, but it works. So let's pop off his head here. I know that's pretty disturbing, but let's put on his helmet just so you can see him in his, his glory. There he is. And he uses, what's the name of this? I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, so he has the 6 shoulders with the ammo. And he over on this side has the big knife. Look how defined that is. Look how that, that just looks so cool. You have the printing for the blue, for the gold for that. They really tried on all the details for the back mesh. On the chest, you have extra black too. This figure is just great. I think the Falcon Sweep one is almost identical. I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. So as I was saying, the June from Heroes is almost identical to the one from Falcon Sweep. I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Yeah, so that leaves one figure left, which is Shipmaster Letvalier. Now this is a very special character. First off, just from the series, because these guys are all humans, or humanoid at least with Roland. But this guy's the only alien. So, Shipmaster Letvalier, very legendary figure. This is at the time, right now, this figure would probably sell for like $35, maybe $40. People want this guy, and he's not that easy to come by. Why is he special though? Why is he so sought after? Well, first off, Banished. People like Halo Wars do Banished, and also, this head mold is exclusive to Letvalier. It had never been seen before and hasn't been seen since. Because, he's the only one to ever have this helmet design. We've never seen another character have it. And what else would you use it for? It's only his. Excuse me. I've seen people modify it to look like the Elite Counselor from Halo 2. Though I think that needs its own mold. So at the time, you had the Halo Wars 2 sets coming out, one of which was the Banshee, which included the Red Elite, which used this same, I think all the same pieces. Same legs. I don't know if they were, I don't remember very well. They might have been printed, whatever. Same legs, like literally everything but the helmet. It was the exact same on that figure. So they match very well if you have those guys together. This guy with a squad of them, which I have as well. So yeah, he uses very standard parts, normal Halo Wars 2 armor, as I said, for the shoulders and stuff. And just that exclusive head helmet, which, if you look at it, kind of looks like a Seraph, doesn't it? If you know your Halo stuff, that looks just like a Seraph. His energy sword here, it's a very odd one. I actually have a second one that I use for another figure, but one of the most odd-looking energy swords. I don't know if it's accurate to anything specifically, like, oh, this looks just like the Halo 2 one or whatever. Not Halo 2, but, maybe... we don't see energy swords in Halo Wars 2 very often. If we do, they're red. Not like this blue one here, but very interesting. Very interesting. One of the least clear energy swords, I'll say that. Probably the least clear. Like, this is definitely has the most. And also, if you kind of see this, it cuts it off, the printing. So if you kind of hold it like here, it's trying to show like maybe the energy source is supposed to be that size. Who knows? Very cool. This does not matter because he doesn't even hold a weapon in game. This is what matters. Oh man, such a special figure. One of my favorites. Honestly, probably like an A tier figure. Though the entire game he just spends hunched over, and he's kind of a coward. He kind of cowers from Atriox in that scene he's in. Very cool. All right, so that should wrap up all of Series 6. So my general thoughts. I think this series, probably B tier. It's probably a B tier series. You know, you have, yeah, I'm going to go with B for now. B, almost A. You've got one stinker here, one mediocre figure here. You know, just by proxy, simply by the fact that this is a multiplayer Spartan and not like a named character or something special, can't be that good no matter what. And you have Roland, which is an odd choice but very cool. June, which was needed at the time, and Letvalier, which is very exclusive. So I'd probably put this in a B, maybe an A when I do my full Heroes series tier list. I know there's 2 coming. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you have this full series? Is it your favorite? Is it one of your least favorite? What's your favorite character from the series? Do you think anything I said was wrong? Do you disagree? Just leave it all in the comments. I love to have discourse. I love to talk to you with you guys. I love to hear your opinions. But yeah, so this, make sure to check out my Every Halo Heroes series playlist, which it's going to be on my channel. I don't have a lot of videos. It's very easy to find. You can see all 5 videos I have. This will be the 6th. Check them all out. Please, I beg you. They're just going to be coming out every week, I promise. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me yap. Have a good one.